lights are bleeding through the glass, watching all the lonely shadows pass. I pour a cup of black coffee for two, even though the only one here is the ghost of you. The vinyl spins a crackling, dusty line, trying to reclaim a piece of stolen time. Oh, let the rain wash away the day. In this cafe I've found a place to stay, with the rhythm of the drops upon the street, and the bittersweet memory of when we'd meet. The silver drops are drumming on the roof of every broken promise. They're the proof. I remember how you liked the sugar sweet, while watching puddles forming on the street. Now the steam is rising like a hollow sigh underneath the heavy charcoal colored sky. The warmth of the mug is all I have to hold in a world that's turned so gray and cold. The clock is ticking slower than before. I keep an eye upon the heavy wooden door, but only wind comes rushing through the hall, and raindrops keep on sketching pictures on the wall. I'll stay right here until the morning light, dancing with your memory through the rainy night.
Takes a single drop to start the show, to tell the weary world it's time to let it go. The cafe lights are flickering, a tired ember glow, and the ghost of a melody begins to softly flow. You're not just listening to the rain outside the door, you're hearing every heartbeat that you felt before. Oh, welcome to the shelter of the rainy night, where the memories are spinning in the dim lit light. Close your eyes it's where we belong. The steam from your cup is dancing with the smoke, like a secret conversation that we never spoke. I see you sitting there with the collar turned up high, tracing every teardrop falling from the purple sky. The bass is stepping heavy like the burden in your chest. Lay your troubles down and give your mind a rest. Upon the wall has lost its golden hand. Time is just a concept that nobody understands. So stay a little longer, let the 5 minutes pass, watching how the liquid diamonds shatter on the glass. When the needle reaches in and the silence starts to bloom, you'll find you're not alone inside this empty room. Oh, welcome to the shelter of the rainy night, where the memories are spinning in the dim lit light. Close your eyes and let the velvet rhythm take control. We're weaving silver water through a lonely soul. Just one more drop. Symphony now. Dusty sleeves and yellow paper edges, whispers from the windowsill and ledges. I dropped the needle on a record scratched a note, a story that we've many times been told. The rain is humming in a minor key, bringing back the way you used to look at me. It's the sound of the needle and the rain, singing about the joy and the hidden pain, spinning around in circles just like my heart, wondering why we ever had to part. We used to dance without a single word. The softest melody was all we ever heard. But seasons changed and took the warmth away, left us with this everlasting shade of gray. The rhythm skips just like my beating heart. Since the day we had to drift so far apart. Take every risk. So let the clouds come pouring down their grief. In this lonely song I'll find a small relief. The lounge is empty but the music's playing loud. Searching for your face inside a rainy cloud. Old melodies don't ever truly die. They just hide within a stormy weeping sky. I found a letter tucked inside my coat, a tiny faded I'll be waiting note. The sky turned indigo and started to complain about the lovers walking through the pouring rain. I'm standing where we had our last goodbye, wishing I could ask the thunder why. Yesterday's umbrella can't keep me dry, not from the tears that fall from the sky. The fabric is torn and the color is gone, and I'm still here waiting for the dawn. The radio is playing something slow and deep, while half the city is falling fast asleep. I see the street lamps glowing in the haze, reflecting all our golden sun-drenched days. The gold turns into silver in the dark, leaving cold and empty benches in the park. Hold on to the storm, hold on to the night, until the darkness turns into the light.
watching circles in the cup. I'm waiting for the sun to finally wake up, but the clouds are stubborn, staying for a while, mimicking the fading traces of your smile. The piano plays a soft and bossa beat, cooling down the summer's lingering heat. Oh, I've got that lounge blue feeling tonight, watching the rain under the amber light. It's a gentle sadness, a quiet kind of grace, seeing the reflection of your absent face. Rain is like a curtain drawn across the town, turning every vibrant color into brown, except for the blue that's living in my eyes, reflecting all the stormy, melancholy skies. The chairs are cold against my skin, waiting for the moment that you'll walk back in. Jazz is the language of a heart in doubt, the only thing I can't live without. Jazz is better when the weather's feeling low. It gives the lonely heart a place to go. So play that record, let the trumpet moan. I'd rather be with music than be all alone. The rain will wash the dusty streets today, but it can't wash the blue in me away.
The center rain is drifting through the screen, the quietest storm that I've ever seen. No thunderclaps, just liquid velvet sound falling gently on the thirsty, tired ground. In this corner booth, I'm hiding from the world, watching how the rainy banners are unfurled. Echoes in the cafe, whispers in the hall. I'm just a ghost waiting for your call. Through the steam and the smoke and the old refrain, I'm searching for your shadow in the rain. The waiter knows I'm waiting for a ghost. To the memories of us, I'll raise a toast. The lyrics speak of love that's lost at sea. It feels like every word was written just for me. The saxophone is crying for the moon, hidden by the clouds this rainy afternoon. Time flows like
like a castle made of wet and shifting sand. Maybe in another life the sky is clear and I wouldn't have to wish that you were here. But there's a beauty in the way the raindrops fall, answering the lonely distant pining call. So let it rain and let the music play. I'll find my way back home.
Mist is clinging to the leaves, while the lonely wind is dancing in the eaves. I see the silver strings of rain fall down like a shimmering veil across this quiet town. My guitar is out of tune, and so am I, lost within the colors of a weeping sky. Play the silver strings of the silent rain, wash away the dust and the hidden stain. Every drop's a note in a song so blue, bringing back the golden days I spent with you. The coffee cup is cold against my palm. In this heavy storm I find a hollow calm. The world is turning gray outside my door. I don't hear your footsteps on the wooden floor, just the steady rhythm of the water's beat, chasing all the shadows down the empty street. If I could catch a droplet in my hand, maybe then I'd finally understand. The evening comes with whispers in the air. I see your ghostly reflection in the chair. But when the lightning flashes through the dark, I'm just a lonely spark inside a rainy park. So let the music play until the end. The rain is
now my only faithful friend.
Reflecting on the amber hazy light, I see a face I barely recognize, with a weight of autumn living in my eyes. The rain is painting patterns on the pane, like 1,000 teardrops running down the drain. In the glass reflection, I see the truth, the fading embers of my lonely youth. The rain is falling down, the world is turning blue, and all I see is me, and not a trace of you. The record skips upon a certain line, a broken promise from a better time. I reach out to the cold and frosted glass, watching all the blurry, rainy moments pass. The lounge is getting dim, the fire's low. I've got nowhere else for this tired heart to go. Break the silence, let the thunder roll, let the stormy water cleanse my weary soul. The city lights are drowning in the flood. I feel the rhythmic rain inside my blood. Tomorrow's just a dream that's far away. I'm anchored in this rainy, dark today. The glass is cold, but the music's burning bright, keeping me awake through the lonely night.
Thunder's moving further to the east. heavy wind has turned into a beast, but now it's calming down, a gentle sigh, as the heavy clouds begin to leave the sky. The street is glowing like a riverbed with all the words that we had never said. After the storm, when the air is sweet and clear, I'm still waiting for the ghost of you to appear. The rain has stopped, but my heart is still so wet, chasing after things that haven't happened yet. I step outside and breathe the damp, cool air. I see the empty benches everywhere, the umbrellas folded, leaning by the door. I don't think I'll need it much anymore, but the smell of rain is lingering in the breeze, shaking all the droplets from the maple trees. The sun is trying hard to break the gray, to guide me through the ending of the day. The puddles hold the sunlight for a while, reminding me of your forgotten smile. The cafe's closing up, the lights go dim, the music's fading out, a quiet hymn. I'll walk the wet and lonely road alone, to a place that I can finally call my home.
It's a dusty old shelf in the corner of my mind, a collection of the things we left behind. I take a record out and wipe away the years, ignoring all the salty, silent tears. The needle finds a groove, the song begins, a story of our losses and our wins. Final memories spinning round and around in this rainy cafe. It's the only sound. Black and shiny circles etched with every kiss. How did music will be here to set me free. I'll keep the record spinning in the dark until the morning light leaves its golden mark. The bottom of the cup is all I see. A few dark drops of lonely destiny. The cafe is deserted. The chairs are on the desk. The shadows are so heavy and grotesque. But the rain is still my constant, steady guest, putting all my restless thoughts to rest. The last cup of coffee, the last song to play before the rainy night turns into gray. I'm lingering here because I'm scared to go into a world that I no longer know. The steam has vanished, the warmth is finally gone. I'm shivering and waiting for the dawn. I hear the distant siren in the street. A lonely heart with every heavy beat. The waiter's looking at me with a sigh, asking me with silence, when will you say goodbye? One more minute, just one more refrain before I lose myself inside the rain. I'll leave a tip and walk into the storm. The cold will be my blanket, soft and warm. The music's finished, the lights are finally out. There's nothing left to wonder or to doubt. Just the sound of water on the pavement stones and the aching in my weary, tired bones. Ooh.
Step outside and the air is heavy and thick. The rhythm of the falling rain is a steady, slow tick. My leather shoes are splashing in the silver pools, recalling all the times we acted like such fools. The streetlights flicker like a dying amber flame, while the wind keeps whispering your forgotten name. Walking down the rain-soaked streets of yesterday, searching for the words that I was too afraid to say. The city is a canvas of 1,000 shades of blue. In every corner that I turn, I'm looking for you. The theater marquee is broken and dim, like the fading memory of a Sunday hymn. I remember holding you beneath this very light, before the world turned cold and drifted out of sight. Now the rain is washing all our footprints away, leaving nothing but the ghosts of a brighter day. Let the thunder roar, let the lightning strike the sky. I'm not afraid to look the darkness in the eye. Clouds are parting, but the water's still deep. In the heart of a city that's forgotten how to sleep. I'll keep on walking till I find the edge of town, where the rain finally stops and the sun comes down. But for now, I'm just a traveler in the storm, trying to find a place where the memories are warm.
The candles are burning down to the silver tray. The last of the patrons have all gone away. The bartender's wiping the counter with a cloth, while I'm drawn to the music like a lonely moth. Listen to the wail of that brassy golden reed. It's the only kind of medicine that I'll ever need. Oh, the midnight saxophone is crying in the rain. A beautiful melodic and sophisticated pain. It hits the low notes just like the heavy clouds above. A requiem for a broken and a long lost love. The smoke is curling up in the dim blue light, becoming part of the tapestry of the rainy night. Each breath the player takes is a story left untold, of a heart that was silver and a soul that was gold. The bass is walking slowly like a man in the dark, leaving not a footprint and leaving not a mark. The rain has turned into a gentle misty spray, closing the curtain on a long and weary day. But the music lingers like the scent of your perfume, filling every corner of this empty, hollow room. I'll stay for one more chorus, one more lonely rhyme, in the sanctuary where we've run out of time. muffled roar, like the crashing of the waves upon a hidden shore. I'm standing in the center of a liquid silver ring, listening to the song that the falling droplets sing. Everything is blurry, everything is soft and wide, with nowhere left to run and with nowhere left to hide. Can you see the light? Can you feel the rain? The morning is coming with a pale and ghostly glow, but I'm not ready for the world to start its show. I'd rather stay right here in this shimmering wet dream, where things are never quite as simple as they seem. The puddle is my mirror and the rain is my guide through the winding rivers of the rising silent tide.
The fireplace is cold, but the tubes are glowing red. I'm listening to the words that the poets never said. The static on the record is a comfort to my ears, the soundtrack of my laughter and the rhythm of my tears. Loneliness is heavy, but it's something I can hold in this rainy lounge where the stories all unfold. Oh, loneliness is a warm record spinning on the deck, like a velvet scarf wrapped around my frozen neck. The rain is at the window, but it cannot get inside, where the music and the memories are finally alive. I remember the day that we bought this 45. The sun was in the sky and we felt so much alive. Now the grooves are warm and the labels peeling back, just like the tiny fissures in the spirit that I lack. But the soul of the singer still vibrant and true, reaching through the decades just to find a point of view. seems, drowning out the voices and the static of my dreams. But as long as there's a needle and a song to be played, I won't be discouraged and I won't be afraid, because the warmth of the vinyl is a fire in the dark, kindling the embers and the tiny dying spark.
The sky is turning purple and the clouds are getting thin. I can see a single star where the darkness used to win. The tapping on the roof has finally come to an end, and the trees are standing tall, no longer forced to bend. The cafe door is open and the air is smelling sweet, like the promised resolution of a journey now complete. The rain finally stops and the silence is so deep, while the rest of the world is still falling fast asleep. We've survived the storm and we've lived through the night, and we're standing in the doorway of the coming golden light.
I'll take off my coat and I'll hang it on the nail. The story of the water was a long and winding tale. We've listened to the records and we've drank the bitter tea, and we've searched for all the answers that would set our spirits free. Now the puddles are reflecting the first light of the day, and the melancholy shadows are all melting away. Standing in the doorway of the coming golden light, golden light.
Don't forget the music that we heard inside the rain, the lessons of the sorrow and the beauty of the pain.
Every drop was necessary, every note was right, to lead us through the tunnels to this beautiful sight.
The record has stopped spinning, but the song is in our heart, as we find a brand new place for a brand new day to start.
The rain night, and we're standing in the doorway of the coming golden